You know, I love my vanillas, and there are so many different vanillas. I thought I would show you some of the most luxurious smelling vanillas in my collection, which are actually also all very luxurious if you look at everything. Price point, bottles, scent, everything. And of course, we all know that the pricing doesn't mean that it's a better perfume. You know, I love my budget perfumes, but I will start out with APOM by MFK, which was quite a new release from this house, or it was sort of like a re-release. They had APOM Femme and Homme before, and then they discontinued both of those and just put out a unisex APOM. In my mind, it is more feminine leaning. This one has main accords of white floral, sweet, and musky. It has just a few notes: orange blossom, musk, amber, ylang ylang, lavender, and vanilla. This is, I would say, in my top 3 perfumes when it comes to orange blossom perfumes, because orange blossom is just a very difficult note for me a lot of times. If it's like an orange blossom centered perfume, I actually like it a lot of times. And my wedding scent was actually an orange blossom focused perfume, but that one was very natural smelling, and as I said, it was very simple. But when it comes to those complex perfumes that are combined with different kinds of notes, orange blossom can be a little bit too much for me. But in here, it is just absolutely beautiful. It makes this perfume really flourish and bloom, and it's just incredible. A friend of mine got it and she fell in love with it, and so I had to try it. For me, it is a super creamy vanilla perfume with this beautiful amber that is a little bit like the amber in my beloved Chloé Lumineuse. So it's a very light and creamy amber. You get this depth, but it's not too much, it's not too dense. And then, you know, I love my ylang ylang. It's such a creamy, beautiful floral. It's not too much. It's not like Frangipani or Tiare, where a lot of times they're very potent. This one is a very beautiful supporting note, in my opinion. And then the musk, as always, makes the perfume a little bit cozy, a little bit powdery, I would say. Yeah, because this is an elegant perfume. And for some reason, I always think of Chanel when I smell it. It's like what Chanel should be a lot of times, in my opinion. But it's not. There's just always something. They're very chic, very French, very classic. But the combination of those notes a lot of times, or most times, is too sharp for me. And this perfume here is blended to perfection. It's so creamy, it's so well made. All of the notes are so beautifully picked, and I wore it a lot until I came here, and I did not bring it with me, and I really miss it. I really miss it right now. So I'm really happy to get to use it more often. But this is a beautiful release. So you have this vanilla and the amber making it sweet and creamy. You have the ylang ylang and you have the orange blossom that make it more floral. But to me, this is just a perfect combination of all of those scents, because you do get the lavender, but it's not making it very aromatic. It's also playing more so as a floral in here, but just a different kind of floral. So you have something yellow and something white and something violet, and it's just such a beautiful bouquet of flowers. It's lovely. Oh my God, I hope I'm not going to talk about all of those perfumes for such a long time, but you see, I do love APOM a lot. The next one is also a wow for me. Cuir Beluga by Guerlain. It's from their premiere line. This one is made of quartz of vanilla, powdery, and leather. But don't get it twisted, it's not your average leather perfume. This one has aldehydes and tangerine, immortelle, vanilla, heliotrope, amber. To me, also, this is in my top 3 leather perfumes. I am not a leather friend, leather lover when it comes to perfumes. It's very off-putting to me, actually. I also don't like, and it began, I think, in my childhood. To get into a new car with leather seats was my biggest nightmare. I always got sick. It was just a smell I did not like. So this very specific leather note, I don't get along with. What I get along with is if it's a very suave suede leather, and that is what you get in here. So this very also subdued and not pungent leather mixed in with this super creamy, beautiful, typical Guerlain perfect vanilla is just perfection. And then those other supporting acts come in. You have the tangerine and the aldehydes making it not as deep because there's amber, there's suede, heliotrope. They can make a perfume quite dusty and dense as well. But these other notes, also the florals in here, they make it not florals. To me, it's not a floral perfume whatsoever, but they just uplift it a little bit and make it a bit more colorful and not as linear. And this is also a little bit more complex. So you have something a little bit more refreshing, and then it gets more into this creamy facet, and then the dry down is just absolutely stunning. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with so many of this line. I could have put so many Guerlains in this video, but I decided on Cuir Beluga because I never or hardly mention leather perfumes to you. And this one is just such a good one. The next one was such a nice surprise. We tested it out together. Amore Caffè by Mancera. I have one perfume by Mancera. It's not really my perfume brand, I feel. A lot of times I don't like their perfumes. They're just too much, or they remind me of something a lot. And then I'm like, might as well use the other one. But this one's a good one. So this is sweet vanilla and coffee. And the notes are coffee, amaretto, vanilla, ice cream, brown sugar, vanilla, and ambergris as the base notes. And this just really smells like that. It smells like coffee, ice cream, vanilla, brown sugar. It's a little caramelly as well, but caramel sometimes can be a bit too synthetic to me, and this one is not. This is just incredibly creamy. You have to like your caramel macchiato drinks with a big ice cream, vanilla ice cream on top. If you like that, then this one's for you. I mean, I'm in love. I like the idea of the drink. I don't really like those very sweet drinks myself. I'm always amazed when I go to the US, and a lot of those drinks are incredibly sweet, so sweet. And then you put creamer and heavy cream and this and that and maybe something on top and da-da-da. Like, wow, that is very, very, very sweet. But a perfume like that, I can get on board with. And this is not too sweet. It is very sweet, but I would say I'm not a person who's like into extremely sweet perfumes, but I do enjoy this. And what is funny to me is that I'm not really into those gourmands that are very edible smelling with no perfumey notes in them at all. No florals, no fruitiness, no woodiness or anything else. I typically don't gravitate towards them. But with this one, it's so well made. It really is so well made, so smooth. I'm in love. This is by far my favorite Mancera perfume. Then a classic, and I'm just realizing now, it's also a leather perfume. Oh my god. Babycat by Yves Saint Laurent. I have to tell you about this perfume. I mean, the bottle, the perfume, the longevity. Wow, wow, wow. Main accords are vanilla, fresh spicy, and warm spicy, with notes of black and pink pepper, elemi resin. You have saffron, alabanum, bourbon vanilla, suede, and cedar. And if you compare those two, this one is definitely more leather heavy, but it's still this very smooth suede leather. And saffron is oftentimes paired with leather and also can sometimes smell a little bit like leather. It's a very complex note. Can be floral, can be spicy, can be leathery. It can be a lot of things, but in here, it just makes it so intriguing and really a little bit spicy. And I feel like the pepper in here is also a great addition. It is warm spicy indeed, but it's not a warm scent to me. I would say Cuir Beluga feels more warm, and this one feels a little bit more dry and cold and very cool. Every time I wear it, I feel so cool. And what is crazy is Cuir Beluga is more subtle, like a lot of Guerlains. It's not a beast mode, but Babycat, every time I wear it, I get a compliment. It's super strong. It has crazy performance, sillage, everything. And this is a great special occasion perfume as well. But I could see, if you don't spray too much, I can see people wear it as an everyday scent for fall and winter time. But especially for those special occasions, wow. And all of those perfumes are unisex, of course. But this one, I would say, is one of the most unisex. I would say APOM, as I said, is a little bit more feminine leaning to me. It's quite floral and powdery and Chanel-esque. Amore Caffè is just a very sweet gourmand scent, but Cuir Beluga and this one are very unisex. And the last one is a classic. And I don't know what they put in here. It's so simple yet impactful. It's Tihota by Indult. And the main accords are vanilla, musky, powdery. And it just has two notes, vanilla and musk. And it was created by Mr. MFK himself a long time ago, 2006. What I thought was incredible, that I tested out Vanilla Bean Noël by Bath & Body Works. And to me, on my skin, they smell a lot alike. That was crazy to me. But of course, this one just is so special. Every time I spray it, I'm just glued to my hand wherever I sprayed it. I'm like, wow, mesmerized by it. It's so simple, yet exactly what I wanted, because I was on the hunt for the perfect simple vanilla that I can wear on its own, or I can pair with other perfumes. And a vanilla that is not too juvenile smelling, not too synthetic, not just smelling like vanilla extract, but not too complex at the same time. Like, I wanted it to be like a straight up vanilla perfume. And this is exactly what I wanted. It's vanilla, it's sweet, it's smooth, it's creamy, but the musk makes it so airy. It's almost as if someone sprayed a vanilla perfume, went out of the room, and you go in and you just smell the air around you. And it's like this vanilla cloud, so fluffy, so beautiful. It's not a beast mode, that I can tell you. On me, it's not a beast mode. It's not a super weak scent, but for the price, I would think that it would be a lot more loud than it is. But then again, I do like my cozy perfumes, especially if they are gourmands. And this is a straight up gourmand. It's super yummy. I just love this one so, so much. Okay, so these were the luxury vanillas that I wanted to share with you, that I love and adore and I'm wearing a lot. So let me know what you think the most luxurious vanilla perfumes are, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!